What's good, man? It's OG Drill, man. This is a channel where we talk about the spiritual truth and how to utilize energy on a day-to-day basis, man. Listen, and today, y'all, it's getting deep, man, because we got to talk about something that's more about your self-worth than you will ever realize. You know what I mean? So now, when we come to self-worth, I'm pretty sure a lot of people get to a point in their life where they start realizing how important their self is. I know it sounds crazy, and I know it sounds like common sense, but if so, that is because you was awoken to the fact that is what's going on. So I'm gonna say that you're aware of what's going on with yourself, at least. You know what I mean? But now, when it comes down to you being aware and being spiritually enlightened, or however you want to say it, it comes with different type of tasks. I'm talking about especially when it comes with applied. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's hard to get applied when you break away from all the things that everyone else, is hemp to. So when I say that, y'all, just basically what I'm saying is apply yourself. You know what I mean? Like real shit, like clap, real shit, like clap for yourself anytime you feel like you deserve it. Anytime you feel like you worked hard for it. Whether it's spiritual, whether you don't even feel like it's spiritual, whether you just felt like it was just some physical things that you had to get done. Give yourself a applaud, bro, because listen, one thing about this world, whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it's ones you sometimes think love you, however, everyone got different, different things going on with their life. But at the end of the day, you have to realize this. Sometimes people won't be happy for you, right? Because what they want out of you, not necessarily what you're doing. You get what I'm saying? So that goes along with if you're a teenager and all, and your parents looking at you like you're not gonna be nothing, or like you're not gonna become nothing. Because see, this get deep because I could share my personal story. So stick around, and I am, and I'm gonna include some deep stuff to y'all because people have to understand how deep this get with one another. You know what I mean? So when I say you need to apply yourself, apply yourself. I'm not saying go do something stupid and just like, yay, you know what I mean? I'm saying once you did something that you feel like it was hard for you to accomplish, which is the whole main thing, where the whole house is started at, it starts from with you. So when people start realizing what is actually going on, they sometimes they don't see that it's beneficial. You know what I mean? They may look at you like, okay, you did that, and okay. Some people even look at it like, oh, you supposed to do that, but don't realize the outcomes it took you to get that done. And that be the more important thing about it. So what I'm saying, y'all, is people don't sometimes even care about the background of your story. And even if you told them, they're gonna put the words the way they want to. So people try to create your reality. You can't allow that. You know what I mean? You got to remember to create your own reality. Keep yourself applaud, because at the end of the day, this can tear you emotionally. And we already know once you're on an emotional wreck, it's hard to use your brain. You know what I mean? It's very hard to access ways to get up out of it, man, because it's serious out here. Now, let me explain something deep to you. Let me explain something deep to y'all. When I was coming up, now, and this is a story, this true. Ain't none of this no play story to make nobody feel good. This ain't no, I don't want you to feel bad for me, none of that, yo. I just want you to see what a person go through and why sometimes we end up being in the places we is, or end up doing what we doing, right? Because it gets deep. Okay, boom. Now, when I was a kid, when I was growing up, I grew up here, boom, Gainesville, Florida. So if you didn't know that about me, now you know I grew up here in Gainesville, Florida. I moved around a couple states, moved around a couple cities or whatever. But everywhere I went, bro, I could promise you, if I wasn't the fastest in the neighborhood, I was 9 times out of 10 the strongest. And if it's not so forth that, it's just period. But whether you believe the story or not, what I'm saying is I was an athlete. So when everyone looked at me and they seen me, that's what they expected out of me. So now, one thing I was saying about applauding yourself is it's about your self accomplishments. Because now we talking about other people's accomplishments, right? Because I've been good at football. I've been good at every sport there is. I've been good at those things. I'm good at a lot of things. That don't mean that I want to stick here and make my career out of this. You get what I'm saying? But people will literally make you out of what they want you to. You know what I mean? And then treat you differently once you don't accomplish what they wanted you to accomplish. So you ever seen one of them dads that be yelling at his son like, oh, you're going to be a great basketball player, yelling at him. I'm talking about beating the brakes off of him, trying to do whatever he can to force the boy to be good at basketball and stuff like that. It's a mental thing, right? Where people didn't get to accomplish their dreams, right? And they'll look at your life like, oh, he got the opportunity for it, and judge you off of that. No matter if you didn't want to take that opportunity. So we have to look at it as people, bro. And I want y'all to feel me, bro. I want y'all to really feel me, bro. Because I'm telling y'all some deep stuff about me, bro. And it's hard for me to tell people this because y'all know how the world is now. People only use this stuff for ammunition. You know what I mean? But now I done got to a point where I done learned how to stop being the cause and the effect of things. I learned how to stop being a cause to anything. And I learned how to not let things affect me so I won't be a cause. If that makes sense to y'all, that's nothing but the principle of cause and effect. So when we talk about that, it's like you got to stop taking him to certain things, because one thing about it, you could do whatever, and some people might not ever acknowledge the fact of what is the big accomplishment you have attained. So now what I'm getting back to my story. Now when we talk about me playing football, that's what everybody's seen. Everybody like, yo, he good at it. He gonna do it because he's good at it. So he's gonna take that. You know what I mean? But I'm good at other things. This is what they see. This is what they want out of it. Not knowing that behind that, I'm going to school. I'm in digital design. I'm digital. I'm tongue twisted. I'm in digital tech designs, whatever you want to call it, whatever they may call it, or wherever you at. You know what I mean? So basically, I'm working with animations. You get what I'm saying, with a computer, just like what I'm doing now. You guys be seeing edits and stuff like that. Or it could get real serious. But just saying, this is where like I found my creativity at and expressing myself. You know what I mean? Because it's hard for me to imaginate, and it's hard for me to write, and it's hard for me to draw because I have sloppy handwriting. So this is just like one of the things I aim towards. So I never really seen myself as a football player with this ugly ass signature, you know what I'm saying, messed up on people football. I never really seen that coming and never tried to picture it. But what the people around me did was try to picture it. And due to me not going through it fully, bro, how I'm going to say, and due to me not, I guess, pursuing the dream they wanted me to, it came a difference. They started treating me different. You know what I mean? When I got older and stuff like that, it started treating me different. And it's not even a thing that they probably even noticed. You know what I mean? It just another one of those things that being from the hood, that our people put so much pressure on us and things. And it's just this is the reason why it's so strong to me, because like when you from the hood, it's easier to connect. But I'm not saying that no one else can't connect to it. But I'm just saying you're going to get this connection if you're from the hood. You get what I'm saying? So when it comes down to that, I seen how people went to treating me. You know what I mean? And when they're like, oh, so what you going to do now? So what you want to do? Like, and stuff like that. Like, mad because what happened with me in college didn't necessarily work out how they wanted it to. I still went or whatever. It's just, you know what I mean? The playing ball thing was up for me. Not little on that, I had a newborn baby. It was either put all your work and time into this football or grow up knowing your child. You get what I'm saying? Like, for real. So people don't realize that. So they'll judge you, tell you, oh, you should have did this. Oh, you should have did that. Oh, now look at you. You ain't nothing. Da da da. So it's the things that other people try to see in this world and try to shape you and make you out of it. And either way, if you listen to this world, y'all, and this is why I tell you to apply yourself. Because if you listen to this world, you still wouldn't be able to be whatever they wanted you to be, because there's so much confusion. Oh, you need to be more mean. Oh, you need to be more nice. Oh, you need to talk up for yourself. Oh, you need to be quiet. You know what I mean? It's a lot going to this world that you have to know how to actually stop giving a fuck to a certain extent and start giving your goddamn self this. And this is the reason why, y'all, we need Soul Group. You know what I mean? You made this far in the videos, comment down Soul Group, because this is the reason why we need each other out here. Because it's not understandable to the certain mind that is brain dead. So when you got people that's from the hood, it's different because we grow up with that uncle or that dad that's trying to push us through. I'm talking about they'll even buy the gear for us and the whole time because they like, okay, here go our ticket. Yo, if you make it, we all make it. You know what I mean? We all trying to make it out of the hood. And that is how they use it against us, y'all. So not only that is an open ticket in a way Illuminati could, or the elites, period, could use it against us. So when we looking at that, let's just look at it from the point of view of actuality. Did I want to actually do that? Did I want to play football? Knowing I got a child. Not only that, I'm looking at my body and my health as well. I'm a Virgo sun. I'm looking at the health. So I'm looking like, damn, the average football player, especially me, I was a running back. The average running back take a hit damn near every play. The average running back normally lasts about 6 to 5 years, probably less than that, like dead serious. Like, and I'm looking at all the running backs, now their knees bust up, their knees broken down, and so much stuff going on with them, to the fact that you can see and you like, yo, I don't want that, because that's not a promising career for this, what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to live my life out playing. You know what I mean? That sounds good from when I'm about 20 to about 30, but after then, that contract money, that's within the time. So not going deep into explaining all of that, but just to let you know that that wasn't in my thing. So what it was for me is new things popped up along my path, which is becoming spiritually enlightened and stuff like that. I've been had it. And I always knew, like when I used to look at myself and look at others, I always felt like I was in a movie, bro. And I was like the main character. So I knew something was special about me for sure. And I knew that this wasn't where my life belonged at. Being like the rest of these guys that's doing this and doing that. Like how I wanted to be, I didn't want to be categorized. You know what I mean? I always felt bad when somebody categorized you. Like even when me and my people arguing, they say, y'all, I hate when people do that. Don't categorize me with others. You know what I mean? So it was always to a fact that I had to realize that people in this world would really hate you, even your loved ones, for the things you didn't become, and tell you make excuses, tell you that you could have did better, and not knowing that in your head this is not what you wanted to do, or this something that you had to make a different decision on. So it don't even matter necessarily what someone else is going to say, because at the end of the day, no one is going to be happy for you like you can. So give yourself applause, you know what I mean, for straight up, because at the end of the day, you got to clap for yourself. Trust me, it's going to be nice enough when we all get on an open note level, when we able to understand one another life instead of just looking at people, judging them. You know what I mean? People be looking at people, y'all, and be like, yo, that dude, they're a crackhead. Like, oh, he should have did this with his life. Oh, he should just go get a job. You don't know what that man went through, that he probably done got dogged so bad about jobs. They probably lied on him, got him kicked out. Probably got him kicked out of the, you know what I'm saying? Probably done lied on him and mixed him up with a whole bunch of stuff, get him kicked out of the forest, and really he didn't do nothing wrong. You don't know what it is, and he don't want to go back to that type of company. You don't know what it is. Basically what I'm saying is you cannot try to pinpoint what another person could have did better in their life, because that's part of a life. See, one thing about life, bro, we done been all of that stuff. Y'all just don't understand how much remembering how far that go. It's like raw memory. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you have to be able to look back and put some light in the darkness of what you done became or what you done came from, and look at your situations and be happy for it, bro. For real. Because listen, I never thought in my life that I even have more than 100 subscribers. You know what I mean? To y'all, that might not be a lot. To me, it's a lot, bro. It's a whole lot. I know it's people out there with billions of subs doing the same thing I'm doing. Well, millions of subs doing the same thing as I'm doing. I know that. That's they stuff. You know what I mean? Good for them. I hope they happy with their stuff, because if I was in that position, I will be happy. But I'm just saying, out of my path, this is something I like, because one thing about it is, like, if you're not saying something that someone want to hear, a lot of people don't want to hear it. So in this soul group, you gotta be strong, because you know this stuff hurt, some of this stuff that we gotta hear, but we gotta really take it in and understand that it's real though. And this is what's gonna build you, to make you stronger, to making you like a monk, or one of those little people that just be sitting there like this. And you know, people be moving, trying to make faces and all that. This basically gonna be your emotions and letting yourself pour out and let your energy get zapped and stuff, man. So at the end of the day, then you can zap people's energy by not caring, and they just going around, they just going crazy, they going crazy, and you sitting there like, oh, well, they ran their own blood pressure up. I ain't even say nothing. You know what I mean? I ain't even cause it. So that be the good feeling about that. So at the end of the day, man, I just want to tell y'all, applaud yourself. You know what I mean? And what brought it to my mind, y'all, I was going through pictures and stuff, and I seen my girl Jessica K, or Coach XR, or Xyna, however y'all want to call her. I seen her post something. I was like, damn, you know what? You right though, sister, because at the end of the day, soul group, we realize what a person go through, even if it's just spiritual growth. You know what I mean? We look at that bigger than what it is. Y'all know how these zombies is. They look at spiritual growth like, okay, and you did what? Okay, let me know when that's important. I'm gonna just keep working until I die from then on. You just keep doing what you're doing though. You know, so at the end of the day, y'all, I love y'all, man. I had to drop this video. I hope y'all got through the whole thing, man. And, you know, I had to cut it because somebody came to the door. But if you did, I'm out, man. OG Drip.